West Bengal, sophistication, and Bhadralok. These are few words often used together. However, like many interesting facets of a land that was once the cultural and literary hotbed of India, they too have disappeared.
Youth, they are seeing that they cannot prosper here. Their career has no growth here, so they have to go out. So now Calcutta is becoming the city of senior citizens, and our parents, they are living a lonely life here. So we want a change that Calcutta grows again.
Bhadralok, or the intellectual and highly educated people, have been an important part of West Bengal's culture, its identity, and of course, politics.
Right, in a city where your best of the talent, the best of the youth should be in that city, but just because no future, and they made it like a political, just for their own political mileage, they wanted this good people, the cream de la cream, to leave the place. That's what we are. And the idea of this kind of event, to ensure that awareness comes back. People should, hear it out, that people who are staying outside their state, leaving their parents, are not happy. They want to come back. They really love this city. You hardly have a diaspora which is so emotionally connected like the Bengali diaspora is.
But after almost 4 decades of an ever-increasing divide between those in power and everyday people, opportunities to study, work, and excel in the state have dried up.
When I came back here, for me it was a big challenge to get a job in Calcutta. Because see, if I come back to India and then I am staying in Hyderabad or Bangalore, it is same for me. I am staying in Singapore and I am staying in Hyderabad, it is same for me. So when I am coming back to India, the point is that I want to stay with my people. My people is not only my family, my area, my locality, my childhood friends. So now when I came back here, what I found that most of my childhood friends, they are outside Kolkata, either Bangalore or Hyderabad or Pune, because the jobs are there.
This change, or the lack of it, has been the most prominent in Kolkata, a city that represents West Bengal's beating heart.
So many people had to leave their state, leave their country to go outside for the job and their well-being of the life. And that's where the problem comes. We went out and we have made our life our own. But what it has made Calcutta almost an old age home. Every house you go, you find the old, parents. Their kids are not here. Either some cities in Bangalore, Hyderabad, Pune.
A sentiment that seems to have manifested within the hearts of many has led them to believe that the Calcutta of old, along with the Bhadralok, seems to have lost its glory. But is that really true?
ये शहर पुराना है, मगर इसका मतलब नहीं कि ये गया बीता शहर है। ये पुराना है, मगर भारतीय संस्कृति में हम नित्य नूतन चिर पुरातन की बात करते हैं, तो ये नित्य नूतन भी होना चाहिए।
Exactly, Nitya Nutan Chira Puratan, meaning that a new idea or interpretation is necessarily born out of an old image. Similarly, many initiatives have now taken a distinct shape, governed by issues that have plagued the people of Bengal over the last 40 years. One such initiative is Kolkata Bhavishyot, or Kolkata's future.
So Kolkata Bhavishyot is basically a bunch of NRIs and non-resident Bengalis. So we have come together to bring about a change in Bengal. We want a more developed Bengal, especially a developed Kolkata. Because all of us who have gone out, most of us, me, my friends, my relatives, most of us are out, and we are out because there are no job prospects here. So we want a Kolkata that we can come back to, That's why we said, Amra bari firte chai. We want to come back home.
If we look back at the history of Bengal, it was once called Sonar Bangla, and there was a reason behind it. If we look at our state, our state, the way we are geographically positioned, it has been a geographical hub of resources of all kinds. You talk about having, like the Bay of Bengal, if you talk about the port being the major transportation support in terms of trade with other countries, that being one. Its full potential. We have got thinking minds, we have got creativity. such rich cultural, traditional heritage that we have that still remains unexplored.
Bhavishyat was a word for us, was an elusive word. It was not within our reach. Now today we can see that in the horizon. It is coming. We are in the eastern part of India. The sun rises from here only, so we can see that in the horizon. So we are going to go and grab it and embrace it forever.
Interestingly, these ideas and those that think them are making their way back to West Bengal after what seems to be an entire age. Why is that? What makes this an opportune moment?
Why now?
There's always time for change, and the moment you think let's start. The start has to be, it has to come within. The last 10 years we have seen how it has been in Bengal. We had seen a reign of a different party for a good number of years. Then the people of Bengal, they gave a chance to someone else. And then we saw what were the changes. So now I think it's high time to again relook at things. Getting a new perception always brings about good changes. So why not?
So important, the future of Calcutta. And we all know that's what's going on for the last 34 plus 10 years. It's been doomed badly. And so many of us, like I'm myself coming from Silicon Valley, 1,000 miles travel just because this is a historic moment right now what we are witnessing, and that's why we are here, to see that whatever impact we can bring to make it happen.
But the problems of West Bengal's youth do not just begin and end with a lack of opportunities. It is rooted deep in the policy decisions.
In the empty stomach, we can't always talk intellectualism, because at the end of the day, people need jobs. And as I said again, that 45 to 50 years, people have been made redundant and people have been made dependent on the politics.
Minority appeasement, coupled with the administration turning a blind eye towards Bengal's legacy, its indigenous people, has created a divide far greater than that of mere class.
The politics of appeasement, which is going on in Bengal, in so crude form that even jobs are being given on the base of religion. That should end.
Many who were forced to abandon the state in search of a better life are now returning, and regardless of the accusations of being an outsider, a Bohiragoto.
A lot of people have tried to mainstream it, saying that no, it's not that Bahiragat in that way. But this is a very, very dangerous connotation it has. And if there's a precedent set in, then this will have a very, very kind of rippling effect, and a dominoes effect. Will actually see that the total law and order of Bengal is going to go for a toss.
To them, this is a chance for a better future for West Bengal. To them, this is a chance to bring back the days of glory and prosperity. To them, it is a chance to make Sonar Bangla, a chance for real change.
This is the time to come connect, and now probably abar সত্যিকারের পরিবর্তন হবে, so the real change will come.
This resolve, one that is easily discernible within all Bengalis, be it daily wage workers or the famous Bhadralok, is definitive.
We have planned that we directly connect to the youngers, those who want to dream, but environment is not so good. Because if you teach one kid that you always see that childs are always curious, they want to learn, but it depends on the parents how they will treat. I feel that youngers has huge potential here. They want to dream, but environment is so bad. They are confused in which way they should dream.
It is an idea here to stay. It is an idea that ensures no one sits on the fence. The only difference, it seems, that after years of struggling alone, this call for change, for priority, and for prosperity has finally been heard.